The National Orientation Agency, in collaboration with NAFDAC and the FCCPC, has flagged off a joint nationwide campaign to enforce the federal government's ban on sachet alcoholic drinks.
The federal government of Nigeria, through NAFDAC, has banned the production and sale of alcohol in sachet and in PET or glass bottles below 200 millimeters, effective from 1st of January 2026. This decision is a deliberate public health intervention aimed at reducing underage access to cheap, high-concentration alcohol and curbing the alarming pattern of harmful consumption across our communities.
The campaign aims to raise awareness about the health and social risks of small pack alcohol.
For too long, sachet alcohol has been dangerously accessible. It is inexpensive, it is portable, it is easy to conceal. In many rural and semi-urban communities, it became easier for a young person to obtain a high-strength alcohol than to access proper guidance and protection. We are aligning regulation, consumer protection, and public enlightenment to ensure that this policy achieves its intended impact.
Most minors underage, summary of findings, buy alcohol for themselves. It's about 50 naira to buy sachet alcohol. Some people have been rich, but some children are losing their future. Some children are potential patients for liver cirrhosis, for kidney failure, for mental instability.
We hit the street to find out what Nigerians think about this development.
Yes, we don't hear at it say government won't ban this sachet of a drink of a thing because due to how people abuse it there in town. Because you go see some kind of people now these days now, if you are going outside there, maybe you go see another man will be say they'll just, man, see this man, wait to kill here, na drink oh, na that oh, na this oh, even without verifying the main thing itself. But due to how they all see people for ghettos, for everywhere where they gather, due to how people they abuse drink to these days. Even if I were in their shoe, I would do the same. Like me myself now, I can't really just tell you maybe I'm a saint. Yeah, I did do one too. But I know if you just say, okay, I abuse them. Because once you just start to abuse that kind of thing now, if you even they give you your own self internal problem yourself where you don't go know within your system, you know, maybe from there they will say you fight this in your system, from there they will say you fight that in your system, and at the end of the day, you know, it can cause so many things, so many damage to the system.
It is good anyway for government to ban the sachet one because children underage, amateur were taking it. And because of the price, one, is cheap. Then secondly, because we can easily send our children to go and buy it for us. So from there, they will easily buy. But if it is bottle, the big one, we may not send them. And secondly, because of the side effects, these days now we see children, adults are just dying. And then we heard that from the agency that the excessive consumption of alcohol causes liver damage, kidney, and the rest.
In this time of inflation, lack of job, is this when they want to ban alcohol sales? So banning it, you will rather create more job lapses. The sachet version is pocket friendly. With 100 naira, 50 naira, you can get a sachet, and it will minimize the volume you take. So if you ban it, that means I will have to go for the bigger bottles, which will increase the volume I consume. So it is wrong to ban the sachets.
Me, I'm actually against it 100% because it has been existing before Tinubu came to power. Even when Dora Akunyili was the NAFDAC whatever, it has been existing. There are sachets of drinks and the rest. So I don't really know. They should be able to convince Nigerians to know the reasons why they want to, ban it. Like if you talk about Igboya, to be precise, it's medicinal. You understand? I can attest the fact that it's medicinal. It's medicinal. The number of people that are consuming those things are more than the rich ones, because statistically, if you look at this country today, people who can afford wine, you understand, and people who can afford bottle of beer There are very few. There are people who don't have any other means of survival. It is through this agbo, sachet drinks and the plastic drinks that they used to pay their children's school fees, pay their house rents. You understand? Make their ends meet in general. These are even people that government doesn't even have time for. You understand? Their only means of survival is through these things. Are you getting it? So definitely it's going to affect the sellers. So if you are banning this thing, which provision has the government made for them to use to sustain as they are banning them from selling these things?
A gbọ́ yí pé wọ́n sọ yí pé wọ́n máa ban the sachet. A kàn fẹ́ bẹ̀ ìjọba a rọ̀ wọ́n lọ́pọ̀lọpọ̀ pé kí wọ́n jọ̀ọ́ yí pé iṣẹ́ tá à ń ṣe yìí òun la fi ń bọ́mọ òun là náà dẹ̀ fi ń gbọ́ bùkátà. Nígbà tó bá ban the sachet nsìn kí ni nǹkan tá a fẹ́ máa jẹ kọ́ jọ nítorí Ọlọ́run wa kọ́ tí ẹ̀rọ ìjọba lọ́pọ̀lọpọ̀ kí wọ́n jọ kí wọ́n fojú àánú wo gbogbo nǹkan tó wà nílẹ̀ yìí.
If we ban this small sachet rubbers, we cannot get money to afford to buy big bottles. It's cheap and it's easy to carry. Understand? That's why I don't want to ban them. So the little one that we need, that's why we can afford.
Nǹkan tẹ́mi fẹ́ bá ìjọba sọ ni pé àbẹ̀ nǹkan táwa náà ń tà ní tá a fi ń jẹun ṣó ti yé torí tán bá ní ká mọ́ tàbí fẹ́ ká mọ́ ṣàṣẹ́wó ni àmọ́ fẹ́ ká mọ́ jalè ẹnu tá a bá rí àwọn náà fi rán àwọn ọmọ wa ní sukùl àwọn náà láwọn ọmọ ní yunifásitì yín tá a sì ń ta iná la fi rán wọn fẹ́ẹ̀kì wà lóòótọ́ òrìgínà wà bọ̀ yí táwa ń rà òrìgínà ni tí ò bá ti ní NAFDAC number àníra tó bá yẹ pé 20 naira ló bá lé àlùbáríkà là ń béèrè.
The government should regulate the sales. They should not sell close to schools, close to motor parks where children will have tendencies of going to abuse them. Regulation is what they need. And if you look at this sachet now, it was approved by NAFDAC. It's not as if they are selling just like that. So if you ban it, it will only open market for the black market version. People will still smuggle it in and sell. Government has banned India hemp consumption and prohibited it since I was born. Does that stop the usage? In fact, there's an increased usage now of India hemp than before, despite the ban. So the ban will not really do anything. It will only increase the black market.
Officials say the campaign will involve public sensitization, community engagement, and enforcement across all states.
We are here to ensure that the ban on sachet alcohol and alcohol in small bottles less than 200 ml remain banned.
The National Orientation Agency will lead the behavioral change component of this campaign with full national deployment. With 818 offices nationwide and operational structures across all 774 local government areas, we will ensure that this message reaches every community.
I am Benita Ibrahim reporting for UTV Africa.